friends, how are you guys today? I hope you guys are all having an amazing day so far. If you are not having an amazing day, I really hope that you are able to take a step back, do some breathing exercises or something, and your day gets better from here on out. My name is Shanda and welcome to my channel, you guys. Today I want to talk about the school shooting in Oxford, Michigan. I want to talk about how they have charged the parents with involuntary manslaughter. The parents actually went on the run, but they did find them. And I just want to talk about what we think, what you guys think. We'll go through the case a little bit, and I'll give you all the facts and details, and then we'll see what you guys think, and if you think that it's appropriate to charge the parents. I mean, we see these school shootings a lot nowadays, and it is so sad, and we gotta find a way to stop the school shootings before they start, because when I was little, there was no such thing. And then when Columbine happened, that was the first school shooting really, and then it just started getting more popular, and I don't want to say popular, but you know what I mean, and now it's just all the time, and now they have shooter drills at school. It's just so sad. I don't know what is happening with the kids in this country, but it is so sad, and we gotta find a way to get ahead of these shootings. But is charging the parents really the way to do that, or not? But in this case, with the details, it was probably appropriate. But let's go through it, and let's start from the beginning. Okay, so I want to start this video off like every other video and say thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you like this video, but if you don't like it, I hope that you at least give it a chance, and if you found it informative or anything like that, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps, and I appreciate it so much. So let's go ahead and get started. So this school shooting happened in Oxford, Michigan, and it happened on November 30th, and the child's name, who was the perpetrator, his name was Ethan Crumbley, and he was 15 years old. This shooting claimed the lives of 4 students. Madison Baldwin, she was 17. Tate Meyer, he was 16 years old. Hannah St. Juliana, she was 14. And Justin Schilling, he was 17. So on November 26th, James Crumbley, the dad, bought a 9mm pistol for his son, and he bought the pistol for Ethan in the presence of Ethan. So Ethan went with him to the gun store, and he bought this for his son. Ethan posted pictures on Instagram and said, "I got my new beauty today," and his mother also posted a picture on Instagram. I don't know if it was a picture or just a post, and I don't know if it was Instagram or just Facebook, I'm not sure, but she posted on her social media the very next day, November 27th, and she said how Ethan got his early Christmas present, and they were going to go test it out or try it out, so they were going to go out shooting together. On November 21st, a week before this, a teacher caught Ethan searching for ammo on his phone during class. The teacher reported it to school officials, and they of course contacted the parents. They left a voicemail, and the parents did not return the phone call, so they followed that up with an email, and the parents again did not respond. But that same day, Jennifer, the mother, texted Ethan, the son, and said, "LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught," end quote. So she didn't respond to the school about him searching for ammo, but she texted him, so she knew about it, but she didn't talk to the school, but she texted him and said, "LOL, I'm not mad at you. You can't get caught." But this was a week before they bought the gun, about 6 days before they bought the gun. So he probably knew he was getting the gun. He was searching for ammo, what ammo to get for the gun. And if I was going to buy a gun for my kid, which I wouldn't, but if I was, and he was searching for ammo during class, I would not buy the gun anymore. But that's just me. So on November 30th, this was the day of the shooting. It was the morning of. One of Ethan's teachers spotted a note on his desk, and it scared her so much that she took a picture of it with her phone. She then went immediately to the office and showed school officials, and they immediately called in the parents, James and Jennifer Crumbley. When they called the parents in, the counselor went and got Ethan and the note and brought him to the office. But when they brought them to the office, Ethan and the note, Ethan had already corrected the note and like scratched out a bunch of stuff. But the teacher thankfully had a picture on her phone. So it was a picture, a drawing of a gun, and it was pointed towards the words, "The thoughts won't stop, help me," end quote. There was also a drawing of a bullet with the words, "blood everywhere," and between the drawings of the gun and the bullet, there was a drawing of a person who was shot twice and bleeding. Below the person that was bleeding was a drawing of a laughing emoji. At the bottom of the note, there were the words, quote, "My life is useless, the world is dead," end quote. So, of course, if you were a teacher and you saw this on a kid's desk, you would freak out. You would do the same thing. You would take a picture of it, take the note, take the kid, go to the office, something. So they called the parents in, and they showed the parents, and the counselor basically told him, the school officials told the parents that they were required to get Ethan into counseling within 48 hours. Neither the mom nor the dad told the school. They didn't think at all to tell the school that Ethan had a gun. They didn't ask Ethan if he had his gun with him. They didn't do anything. And the school wanted Ethan to go home. The school actually wanted the mom and the dad to take Ethan home that day, but they said no. They wanted him to stay in school. So the parents left the school campus without Ethan, and that is when the shooting happened. I don't know why they didn't take Ethan home with them. If I saw something like that, I would definitely take my kid home. I would be freaked out. I don't know if they just brushed it off. But the thing that gets me is 4 days before this, they bought this kid his own 9mm pistol. It wasn't like a hunting rifle where you know, some families go hunting or they take their son hunting together and it's like a big rifle or something. It's like a small pistol that he can conceal in his book bag or whatever. But 4 days before this, they buy this kid a pistol, his own pistol. He posts it on Instagram, and 4 days later, they're called in to the school with this stuff that he drew, and none of the mom nor the dad thinks to tell the school or anyone that he actually has a gun. They didn't ask Ethan if his gun was at home or if he had his gun with him. They didn't ask him where it was. They didn't do anything. So once the school shooting happened, and it was made public, Jennifer, the mother, texted Ethan at 1:22 p.m. and said, quote, "Ethan, don't do it," end quote. At 1:37, about 15 minutes later, James called 911 and reported a gun missing from his house. And he also told the cops that he believes that his son may be the shooter. After some investigating, they found out that the gun was kept in the parents' dresser drawer. It was not locked. There was not a lock or anything to the drawer. It was just kept in the drawer. Both parents were charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter each. They were charged on Friday, and they were supposed to have a hearing Friday afternoon, but the parents did not show up, and then they were considered fugitives. After that, the parents took out $4,000 cash from their, it says the ATM, but like I've never been able to take out $4,000 from an ATM. I always had to go into the bank. But I don't know, maybe some don't have a limit. Maybe they went in and it just says ATM. I'm not sure. But they took out $4,000 cash, and the police were tracking their cell phones from the pings on their from the cell phone towers, but they turned their phones off, so the police lost signal. So they turned their cell phones off and they took out $4,000 in cash. It doesn't sound to me like they were going to turn themselves in. It sounds to me like they were going to go on the run. But they were not on the run for long. They were found the very next morning, Saturday morning. So they were found Saturday morning, and they were found in this warehouse in East Detroit. They said that the police said that they were hiding. They looked like they were hiding in this building. I don't know what they were thinking, but apparently their car was spotted and alerted to police, and that's how they found him. Their car was parked right outside of this building. So if they were going on the run or if they were hiding out, I don't know why they would park their car right outside of the building they were in. I don't know. But thankfully they were found, and the judge set their bonds at $500,000 each. And they both pled not guilty to all counts. So the cops said that someone had to have let James and Jennifer into this building, and they said someone had to have helped them and assisted them. And the police said that whoever this person was, they could be charged with aiding and abetting or obstruction of justice or both. So shortly after this, a man contacted the police himself, and he said he identified himself as Andrej Sikora, and he said he was actually the one who allowed James and Jennifer into the building and allowed them to be there. He said that he had known them for a few years. They had similar interests like horseback riding and skiing, but they didn't know each other super well. He was just kind of like a friend, acquaintance, but not like a good friend. He said that the parents, the couple, whatever, he said that they asked him for a safe place to stay because they did not feel like they were safe in their home at the time, because they were getting death threats and everything like that because of what their son did. So he allowed them into his art studio, and he said that they stayed there on Friday while he was working, while he was also there, and he said he left at about 5 p.m. and they were still there. He said he was not aware that they were in any kind of trouble. He was not aware that they were even there that long. He didn't know they had any warrants. He didn't know that they stayed there overnight. He said that he didn't know. He said he came forward because he did nothing wrong, he didn't know, and he wanted to show the cops that he had nothing to hide, which, okay, that's great, right? No charges were filed on this guy yet, and I don't think that they are going to be filed. He seemed to be like a pretty straight shooter. He seemed like a good law-abiding citizen, a pretty good guy. He's never been in trouble before. He's actually from Poland, and he like does a lot of artwork and outreach work and whatever. So like he seems like a pretty decent guy. So he came forward, he called them, and like came forward on his own like volition or whatever. I don't think he's going to be charged, but anyway, James and Jennifer's defense attorneys argued that they were not at home at the time when they were told they were going to be charged. They were very scared, they were terrified, they didn't know what to do. They were not going on the run, but they were just trying to get their finances in order and like things like that before they went to jail. The defense attorneys of James and Jennifer said that they did call the prosecutor's office on Friday to make arrangements for the couple to turn themselves in, but the prosecutor's office never called them back. So the prosecutor then said, well, you don't need my permission to turn yourselves in, which is true. I mean, that sounds like an excuse to me, like, oh, well, you didn't call us back, so we didn't turn ourselves in. That sounds duh, but whatever. Honestly, if they were hiding inside of a warehouse in East Detroit, I don't think they were planning on turning themselves in, but I mean, I could be wrong. The attorneys asked for a bond for $50,000 to $100,000 each, but the judge refused and set their bonds at $500,000 each. Ethan was charged as an adult. Of course, he was charged with murder, and he was also charged with terrorism as well. The prosecutor said that it is apparent that the shooting was premeditated, and he was actually, quote, looking forward to it, end quote. So that is pretty much the whole rundown of all the details of the case. Now I kind of want to talk about like my opinions and see what you guys think. 4 years ago, this kid had a YouTube channel, and it was so sad. Like, he just seemed like a normal kid. Check this out.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Ethan here. I'm actually very excited. So just like a couple minutes ago, I got a new channel. So we have my Santa Finder Ethan channel, the one I'm video on right now, and then I started a new channel, which is Santa Finder's Vlogs. It doesn't have any videos uploaded on it, but I'm pretty sure I might get a video tonight or tomorrow on my vlogs. It's just a channel all about vlogs, so okay, so it's just a channel about vlogs, like nothing else but vlogs, like probably where I do what I talked about in the last recent video. So that channel is just basically vlogs. It still may be in progress, I'm not fully sure. There's a little picture I taken for the cover screen, just like I did for this channel. I'm not sure if it went up or if it's not there, but I will try to fix that if it's not. But so basically I'm just doing a video to let you know that I got a new channel coming. Just all about vlogs, like no gaming or anything. But this channel is just free for anything. Vlogs, gaming, basically anything. By the way, if you have seen my ship island battle video, my ship's actually over there, but if you've seen that video, I might maybe do a part 2. I haven't put it in the cover, but I might maybe do part 2 if we at least hit 1 like. So if we hit 1 like for that video, and 1 like for this video, that would be awesome. And also, Halloween's coming up, so I might make my homemade costume of a scarecrow, so I might videotape that. Don't like get all excited like I might do it, because I might do it or might not do it. I'm actually not sure, but I might do a video of it. I was also going to do a video. In school we had a little music thing. We had to make our own instrument, and I didn't make it. I was going to make a video on it, but nah. Okay, so back on track.
I mean, he just seemed like a normal kid. He just seemed like he had these big YouTube aspirations, like all these other kids, like all these other people, and he wanted to be on YouTube, he wanted to make content, and he seemed really excited about it, and I don't know what happened, like what went wrong. In my opinion, you guys, school shootings are way too common. When I was in school, it was not even heard of, and then that shooting at Columbine happened, and ever since then, like, it's just gotten like this bigger and bigger and bigger thing, and it's crazy. It's way too common. It happens way too often, and I don't know what happened. Like, what happened in society from then to now to where it's like this common thing? It shouldn't be. It should not be. But since it is so common, we've got to find a way to get in front of it. And I mean, I don't know how to get in front of it, but a lot of schools are taking precautions now and doing like shooter drills and stuff, which scares the hell out of me, I'm gonna be honest. But at least it's a good thing that they're at least trying to prepare for a situation like that. It breaks my heart that we have to prepare for a situation like that, but I'm glad that they are preparing in case something horrible like that happens. But when I think about it, no parent has ever been charged in a school shooting before, but I feel like it is appropriate in this instance here because these parents knew what was going on. They had to have known. They had to have had some sort of like instinct that something was wrong with their son or something was going on, because when they showed them that drawing, they were not as shocked as they should have been, I think. Like, if I was brought into the school and I was shown a drawing like that, I would be in tears. I would completely freak out. I would take my kid home. I would talk to him for hours. I would immediately get him in therapy. I would be freaking out. They didn't do any of that. They didn't even take him home that day. They didn't warn the school that he had a gun. They didn't ask the kid if he had his gun with him. They did nothing. They didn't tell the school to search him. And when they got home, the first thing I would have done is checked for the gun. And if it was gone, I would have went right back to that school and told them he had a gun. I mean, they did nothing. They did nothing, and they knew. They had to have known. Now, maybe they can say, I didn't want to ask him in front of the school, in front of the principal or whatever if he had his gun, because I didn't want him to get expelled if he had it, which is no excuse. But if they would have said something like that, then why wouldn't you just take him home then? Like, take his ass out of the school and then ask him. Or something. I don't know. They didn't do anything, and they definitely contributed by buying him the gun, getting him the ammo, not keeping it locked up. I don't know. And it breaks my heart because I don't know what happened to this kid. Like, what happens with these kids? Like, everybody is so quick to blame the parents, and a lot of times it is the parents' fault, but sometimes it's not. Like, I've seen terrible kids with great parents, and then I've seen terrible kids where you can definitely tell it's the parents. I mean, it's very sad. It really does break my heart. I don't know what happened to this kid, but honestly, my heart breaks more for the 4 students who lost their lives and the other students who were injured and their families. So, I mean, this kid deserves to pay for what he's done, and the parents deserve to pay too. Like, I don't know if they deserve life, but they definitely deserve some jail time for contributing to this horrible tragedy. They did charge Ethan with terrorism. I know a lot of people are kind of like looking at that like, why are they charging him with terrorism? But he shooting up a school, I mean, that is a terrorist act. So, like, yeah, it makes sense to me, them charging him with terrorism. But his parents, they pled not guilty to all counts, and they're going to take it to trial, I mean, for now. And honestly, I feel like if they're going to take it to trial, I mean, that's your right to take it to trial, but the evidence is right there. It's black and white. You definitely contributed to these children losing their lives, and I mean, the law is clear, and yeah, I think that they will be found guilty. I can't see any reason why they would be acquitted, but I mean, that's just me. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about all of this. The sheriff did say that neither the mom nor the dad have shown any kind of remorse whatsoever while they were locked up, and I kind of think of that both ways. Like, one, I'm like, how do you know? Like, you're not in the jail with them. This is the sheriff, not like a jail guard. Like, you're not with them in jail the whole time. How do you know that they're not remorseful? And then in the arraignment, the mother was crying throughout the whole thing, like while she was saying she understood the charges, and she was saying that she was pleading not guilty. She was crying the whole time, and so that shows me that that's some kind of remorse, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's just crying because she got caught and she doesn't want to go to jail. I'm not sure. But the dad, he did kind of like snicker and like roll his eyes and stuff. So like maybe the dad is showing no remorse, but it seemed to me like the mother was at least remorseful. But I could be wrong. You know, she could just be remorseful and upset that she's in jail. Like I said, but what do you guys think? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about everything that we've talked about. I love to hear what you guys think. And I don't really know. Final thoughts, you guys? It's sad. It's so sad. When we send our kids to school, we trust that they are in a safe environment. And when you really think about it, how many people are you trusting when you send your kid to school? You're trusting all of the other students. You're trusting all of the teachers, all of the staff, all the faculty, and you're trusting all the other students' parents to raise their students or their children well so that they won't bully your kid, you know? It's scary, and I mean, I don't know the best way to get ahead of something like this. If you can't know everybody, you can't know everything, but my thing is, you know, the best way to help in your own way is just talk to your kids, you know? Talk to your kids every day about their day. Don't just be like, how was your day? Oh, okay, whatever. And blow it off. Like, really talk to them. Get to know their friends. Get to know their personality. Like, your kids are amazing, amazing human beings, and they all have their own personality, their own things that they like, and their own friends, and get to know them. Get to know their friends. Get to know their friends' parents. Maybe, like, you know, help out at the school and get to know, like, the school staff and really talk to your kids. I mean, you can't really predict things like this, but maybe we can all help prevent some kind of tragedy by just being more involved. I don't know. But definitely let me know what you guys think down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it does help so much. And until next time, you guys, I will see you in the next video soon. But until next time, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind to each other. Bye, guys.